Hey guys, and welcome back to Castle Crush, and today we are going to be playing with a Dragon Metamorph deck, and Dragon plus Metamorph is pretty much always a fairly epic combination of cards, and we're going to actually be doing this in ranked matches, and you can see the other cards that we have here. Obviously need double mana Ritual because it's fairly difficult to get the dragon out earlier otherwise, and also have two rage cards, and the point of those is to try and get the dragon to my opponent's castle sooner, because it's a pretty slow card on its own. And then I have some other cards in there as well, like Blizzard. The rage can also be used to try and get through difficult groups of cards that my opponent might have, so Rage plus Blizzard is definitely going to be an interesting combination to use. And then we do have the Necromancer as well. Metamorph is always pretty much a fun card to play with because you never really know how it's going to work on a match-to-match basis, since it is going to copy the cards that your opponent has as well as what you have, but it could be what your opponent has, and some matches I use what my opponent has, so if you see me playing with cards that I do not have in my deck, like that Ice Elemental, it is obviously because of the Metamorph. And Black Witch as well, always one of the best defensive cards, so she makes a solid choice for any deck where you don't really know what you need, but you just want to have a little bit more all-around defensive capabilities. Usually the Black Witch is a fairly solid choice. And this was a back and forth match, but I managed to finally get the dragon with the rage on their castle, doing some pretty big damage. Once the dragons start flying, I usually have the advantage because I have some decent cards to support them with. And you can see here, playing the Blizzard allows me to push through my opponent's dragon stack very easily. So although I do not have Nature Heal, pretty much the Rage and Giant Growth Blizzard combo is still very, very effective for dragons. It's really just trying to get to the dragon that's the hardest part for this deck. But this was pretty epic in my opinion, the number of dragons I was able to get out there in some of these matches. Tricky start to this match for sure. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. This looks really, really bad for me. But I try to just stay calm, get rid of the most problematic cards, and then Gust of Wind is going to save me, as it often does. And now I've gotten the most dangerous two stacks off of my castle. Get rid of the Reaper there. And they're still pushing me pretty good, but now I have control of some of the board again. So I'm like, alright, I gotta go for the dragon because that way I can get the Ice Elemental off of my castle. It's fairly difficult to deal with when it's on the castle, but when you can get range on the Ice Elemental, it suddenly becomes much more doable. And you can see me eliminated there with the Shaman plus the Rage. I actually found the Shaman plus the Giant Growth was actually a pretty solid thing to do, because it means the Shaman starts dealing a lot of damage, especially if you put the Rage card then on it. Works pretty well. He's taking a lot of damage here at this match. Trying to see what I could do to fight back, and that was a pretty good move, but they come in with a Black Witch again. And I'm running out of cards, so trying to decide what to do. And now that I realize they have a dragon, I'm like, this probably isn't going to work out. Probably isn't going to work out, but worth a shot anyways. Ooh, that move right there. And then, I mean, I thought they were going to get me right there, and then all of a sudden, I just completely destroy them. It's like, what? What just happened? What just happened?
Feel my courage.
And then the Black Witch does come in. But I still am in pretty decent spot. And I'm just like, come on, we gotta get this. I can still get this match. Alright. I'm using the Necromancer to block the catapult. That is an interesting one. It's actually doing pretty good damage to the catapult too. Just have to keep maintaining positioning. We're so close. Oh, and then they put their stack right into my dragon and completely destroy it. Like, what? And now I think finally we are getting control of the board and can finally push in for the win on this opponent. No dragons out there, but definitely had a lot of dragons in most of these matches, and the Blizzard coming in extremely clutch to make sure that they did not even have a chance to win that match. So the start of these matches, though, it's pretty slow because I don't have too many early game cards, and I really am waiting for the dragon. So that's why, in regards to the Mana Ritual, I have to be really careful in this deck, trying to just really wait to use it for the right moment, because if I use it on my mid-game cards and I can't get the dragon out, then I'm going to lose. So that's the cool thing about this deck, though, the way I set it up. Like, I have to get the dragon out usually to win. So it's interesting like that. I'm really forcing myself to use the dragon for the case of this video. But I was surprised. I didn't end up against too many skeleton decks, and I was able to really get a lot of dragons out there, honestly. So going for the dragon right here. But then I decided to actually do Black Witch because the timing was going to be bad if I'd gone for the dragon. And that actually enabled me to clear that lane, which I think was much more valuable than getting the dragon out, honestly. So they have a big health advantage, but I have the good positioning, so I'm going to go ahead for the dragon. And now I would say it's advantage me. It's true I have nothing tanking for the shaman, but the shaman's actually quite good even with nothing tanking for it with giant growth on it. Like, it's pretty solid. It's a pretty good card. So they have a very dangerous stack, and that cannon shot is really causing me an issue. But I'm deciding here, I'm like, I can do major damage with rage, and if 2 lanes they had to block, and they weren't able to do it. So well played, but I picked up that win in a clutch situation. Opening some more things up, and then we're back to it. I do like the Shaman as a starting card, but at 6 mana, some matches I get it, some matches I don't. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But using it with Metamorph in particular is always fun. Just because they don't know where the first one is. Second one, they know where it is. But, again, even there, they didn't manage to take out both of them. So, you know, gives me a little bit of a surprise factor. So, still waiting for the dragon, but a lot of these opponents really gave me a lot of time to get the dragon out there, which I was very appreciative of. Scoring the Metamorph. And another Metamorph. There's dragon number 3. And not much to do now, just gonna go straight at their castle. Dragon number 4. Let's go. This is the problem with the spells heavy deck. If you end up against dragons, for example, it doesn't work as well as if you end up against skeletons. And because I have that Blizzard, I think I have the trump card here, but I don't know for sure. They could almost get it down to 1 lane, and they kind of do, but can they stop that last lane? Good plays. Good plays by them. Because I had a very intimidating setup. The thing is, though, I'm just going to keep putting out dragons. I don't know if they can really stop me unless they have a lot of cannon shots and meteors, and I'm not sure if I've seen that from them. They certainly fortify. But I think the way I'm pushing up with these dragons, I should be able to take the win, especially with rage. Yeah, I'm going to win. You can see how much damage I just did to them. And I'm still doing damage. Absolutely devastated their castle health. Usually with an overtime type deck, if that is what this is, that's not really a good sign if they're losing this much health at this point in the match. So, should be able to finish this off. Third dragon, and I could have a fourth. There's number 4. Oh, they got 2 of them down, though, with the Black Witch. And see again, though, how powerful the Black Witch is. Her ability to just eliminate 2 dragons right there on the spot. And then I get a super lucky Metamorph. But I think that's going to do it. How many dragons can they possibly survive me throwing at their castle? I should have counted how many I just threw at their castle over the course of this match. Ooh. Didn't save too much there for them. I think I was just trying to get the Black Witch out of my hand, honestly. And the Gust of Wind is going to really save me, for sure. All I need is a few hits to probably guarantee the win. Come on, Rage. Just need a few hits. It's getting closer. I think they used Fortify, maybe? But I got a few hits in, so should clear things up. And that's going to do it. Well played, though. That was a tough, hard-fought match, but I managed to finally reach their castle. So, double Metamorph. Gotta love that starting hand. I do have the dragon, but I'm like, well, what should I do? I'm getting very lucky that my opponents in a lot of these matches start out very, very slowly. So I'm like, I guess we're going to just go ahead and Metamorph the Angels, perhaps. I was hoping for a Golem, but I got another Angel, so it's like, didn't quite work out, but, you know, again, my opponent's still slow playing this enough. And I'm like, okay, I think I can eliminate that Dark Angel with the Angels, which is interesting. That was not something I thought I was going to be able to do, but yeah, ended up working out. So now we got an Angels with a Necromancer. Let's see what we can do with that. I decided to just focus on getting the Phoenix out of the way before they put something in front of it. And now I have to try and sort of look back at that middle lane. Wasn't worried about the bottom lane too much because it's like, well, it's not doing too much damage. And luckily the Angels are doing some range damage there, but I decided to just keep trying to keep maybe 2 of the lanes off of my castle, and then I'll deal with the bottom lane once I can get the other ones handled. And finally got the card I was looking for, which was Blizzard, to neutralize the Ice Elemental, and that allows me to push through. And then, I'm not sure what I was thinking there playing the Rage. I think I just thought I was going to get positioning with those skeletons. Actually took out the Dark Angel, though, so that was pretty good. And now, I didn't quite Metamorph another dragon, but we're in much better shape. They did get a lot of health off of our castle, but with this deck, it is about patience and getting the dragon out eventually. So I'm looking at my hand here, trying to see how I can maybe push up on their castle for some damage. And now I'm going to go in for the finishing moves, possibly. Really just trying to get every possible angle I can to their castle to do damage. Probably should have... Well, okay, that ended up working out too. Oh, and then I metamorphed the dragon, but then the Black Witch gets the dragon, and then I'm like, for some reason, I'm going to play the Black Witch on the Black Witch. Because I just want to get it out of my hand. But dragon did the job, and that is what I am talking about. And here's the victory chest. What will it be? Enchanter and Ball. So, anyways, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed metamorphing some dragons. That's always an epic combo, especially when you can really get some dragons out there and dunk your opponent. It's pretty fun. So leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments and what other types of content I should create. You subscribe if you are new to my channel. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.